Giannis Antetokounmpo and the New York Knicks, a dream that could slip away. As Knicks fans, we've been dreaming about the day Giannis Antetokounmpo might don our beloved blue and orange. With whispers swirling around his future in Milwaukee, it feels like this dream could be within reach. But let's face it, the realities of NBA team building might just put a damper on our hopes. The Knicks have done a commendable job positioning themselves as serious contenders, yet this has come at a cost. The recent blockbuster trade for Mikal Bridges, aimed at solidifying our Nova Knicks core, has left us with a glaring issue: a lack of draft capital to entice Milwaukee. It's tough to admit, but the assets we sent to Brooklyn for Bridges have severely restricted our ability to make a competitive offer for the Greek Freak. Comment "Go New York Knicks" in the comments. Right now, the Knicks can't offer any of their future first-round picks due to NBA trade rules. Instead, we're left with pick swaps and a protected 2025 first-round pick from the Washington Wizards, which, let's be honest, isn't going to cut it in a trade for a player of Giannis' caliber. If the Bucks decide to part ways with their two-time MVP, they'll be looking for a treasure trove of unprotected picks and young talents. Unfortunately, teams like Houston, Oklahoma City, and San Antonio are in a much better position to make those offers. Imagine the Rockets packaging a young star like Alperen Sengun with unprotected picks from the Phoenix Suns. The Thunder could offer multiple promising players along with a mountain of draft picks. Even the crosstown rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, have more firepower to deal than we do right now. It's a tough pill to swallow, but we have to face the facts. Even if we consider building a package around Karl-Anthony Towns to match salaries, it may not be enough. While Towns is undoubtedly an all-NBA talent, he's older and pricier than what Milwaukee would want in a rebuild. Without the enticing allure of multiple unprotected first-round picks, any Towns-based package falls flat compared to what other teams can bring to the table. The only glimmer of hope lies in Giannis' ability to leverage his situation. In today's NBA, superstars often dictate where they want to go. If Giannis were to publicly push for a trade to New York and indicate he wouldn't sign with anyone else, it might shake up the market. But let's be real, he doesn't have a no-trade clause, and the Bucks aren't obligated to send him to a specific team, especially not if other offers are more appealing. The Knicks have already shown their cards by going all-in on Mikal Bridges and Karl-Anthony Towns, aiming for immediate success. Unless Milwaukee decide to accept a less-than-ideal package or a third team steps in to help facilitate a deal, the dream of seeing Giannis in Madison Square Garden may remain just that, a dream. So, Knicks fans, what do you think? Is there still a glimmer of hope for Giannis? Or should we focus on building our team with the talented players we already have? Comment below with your thoughts and let me know where you're coming from. Are you in New York City or somewhere else? What's your take on the Knicks' chances of landing Antetokounmpo? Speak up. The future of Giannis Antetokounmpo and the New York Knicks. As a passionate New York Knicks fan, it's hard not to get excited about the ongoing speculation surrounding Giannis Antetokounmpo. Knicks insider Ian Begley recently shared that there hasn't been much movement on the potential for Giannis to join our beloved team. While the rumors have been swirling for a while, it appears we're still in the same place as before regarding a trade. What do you think, Knicks fans? Should we be holding out hope? Currently, the Knicks are off to a solid 14-7 start this season, recently bouncing back with a strong 119-104 win against the Charlotte Hornets. However, it's hard not to think about the missed opportunity in last season's Eastern Conference Finals against the Pacers. With that backdrop, the thought of bringing in a superstar like Giannis is tantalizing. But let's get real for a moment. The Bucks are struggling with a 10-13 record, and while they defeated the Pistons recently, there's the ongoing concern about Giannis' health after he left the game due to a calf strain. Despite that, he's still putting up impressive numbers, averaging 28.9 points and 10.1 rebounds per game. Imagine if he were lighting up Madison Square Garden instead. Acquiring Giannis would undoubtedly require some serious sacrifices from the Knicks, including potentially giving up key players like Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, Mitchell Robinson, and OG Anunoby. It's a high price to pay, but with Jalen Brunson leading the charge, the Knicks could become a powerhouse in the Eastern Conference. The thought of Giannis in a Knicks uniform is enough to get any fan dreaming about championship glory. So, Knicks Nation, is it worth it? Are you willing to sacrifice some of our current talent for the chance to land one of the league's biggest stars? Giannis is a two-time MVP and an NBA champion, making him a perfect fit for the bright lights and high expectations of New York. If we can pull off this deal, it could be the start of something special. Comment "Go New York Knicks" in the comments. Let's hear your thoughts. What do you think about the potential of adding Giannis to our roster? Where do you see the Knicks heading this season? And for all our fans out there, drop your city name with your opinions about the Knicks. Let's keep the conversation going. Knicks seek to bolster roster ahead of trade deadline. As we dive into this NBA season, it's clear that our New York Knicks have some depth to work with, perhaps even more than many teams can boast. With the ability to roll out 10 or 11 players without a significant drop-off in quality, we've got a luxury that can take us far. However, a closer look at the roster reveals some imbalances that we, as fans, need to acknowledge. Recently, we saw this imbalance rear its ugly head during the Knicks' 123-117 defeat against the Boston Celtics. While Mikal Bridges lit it up with 35 points, we couldn't help but notice the absence of OG Anunoby's tough defense. Jaylen Brown took full advantage, pouring in 42 points. It's games like these that remind us of the missing piece in our lineup. Comment "Go New York Knicks" in the comments. Our guard depth is impressive, but the wing positions are a bit thin. It's becoming increasingly clear that the Knicks could use another reliable player on the wing, especially as we look ahead to the playoffs. The need for a hustler who can step up and support our stars is evident. Bleacher Report recently highlighted potential trade targets for the Knicks, and I'm excited to explore these options with you. One interesting name that popped up is Justin Champagnie from the Washington Wizards. While his shooting numbers haven't been great this season, his hustle and rebounding could be a game-changer for our team. Plus, he's under contract through 2027 to 28 at a bargain price. If we can snag him, it would provide us with much-needed depth without breaking the bank. Another intriguing option is Ayo Dosunmu from the Chicago Bulls. This guy has been steadily improving and can contribute on both ends of the floor. However, acquiring him might require a bit more in terms of trade package. If the Bulls are open to moving him without asking for first-round picks, it could be a golden opportunity for the Knicks. The flexibility in our roster could allow us to make this happen without sacrificing key players. Lastly, we have Ochai Agbaji from the Toronto Raptors, who seems to be slipping down the rotation. His shot has struggled, but we know he has the potential to bounce back. If the Knicks decide to take a chance on him as a low-cost project, it could pay off in the long run. As we approach the mid-season trade deadline, the Knicks have clear objectives. We need to find reliable backups who can hold down the fort for our stars on the wings. With the right additions, we could solidify our chances for a deep playoff run. What do you all think? Who would you like to see the Knicks target before the trade deadline? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let me know where you're tuning in from. Go New York Knicks!